What's up, guys? My name is Spencer Turley, and this is a track review of Funtown SX. So, I don't know about the name, but apparently it's fun. So, just hopping on some Supercross. I haven't rode Supercross in a minute because of Nationals, so it's pretty fun just getting back into Supercross a little bit here. So, as you guys can see, just the ground decal is so realistic on this track. It looks really, really good. It's got like a two-toned, it's like dark in some places and also light in some places. So it makes the track feel really realistic and it looks really good. So definitely a plus on the actual ground decal, and I'm really happy that he put actual statue hay bales on the side of the track, so you can't just cut the inside line, and it makes it feel like a real track, you know. So definitely good there. And there's also the actual jumps on the track feel really, really good. They feel like you can actually, in a couple of sections, there's some really challenging rhythms you can hit, just like some different quads and stuff. So it is really cool. But I don't know if this is like a trend that I've been noticing here lately, but this track and a few others I've noticed have got this like super traction to them. I don't really understand it. It's kind of like you're on concrete. I don't know what the deal is, but it definitely makes it feel kind of bizarre and kind of weird, because when you get on the gas, it's like you're popping wheelies everywhere. And I went for the quad right there, but obviously didn't get it. But yeah, like I was saying, it's just, I've noticed it with a couple of tracks. For whatever reason, they just have super traction, and it makes it feel really weird on the corners too, because you expect the back to slide a little bit like a normal track, but it doesn't, and it's kind of a bizarre thing. But because, and I'm not the biggest fan of it, because your regular AMA tracks are not like that. They don't have that super traction. They're a little bit more loose dirt feeling. So, but this track definitely has that super traction feeling to it. So it's a little bit bizarre, and I've even made a track that had super traction to it. But the thing about that, and it's called Future SX, the thing about that track is I wanted it to be concrete, and it looks like concrete, and it's, you know, there's a difference in that and like a road too as well, on like a supermoto or something like that, that's supposed to feel like a road. But when you have a track that's all dirt and it feels like you're on a road, it's kind of bizarre, to say the least. It's a bit weird, but anyways, the track is still a whole lot of fun. The off-track objects look really good, and but just be careful on the whole super traction side of things, because you might be popping some wheelies in places where you don't want to be. So right here, I finally got this quad in. It's a pretty tough line to hit, and then you like do a triple out there, but definitely a really fun little track here. And yeah, so I'm going to say that I'm going to say overall I'm going to give it an 8. If there wouldn't have been so much traction on the track, I would have given it a 9, but I'm going to give it an 8. And one way you can tell if a track has too much traction is when you just hit the gas, when you're leaning forward on the bike and you hit the gas and it still pops a wheelie on you, that's when you kind of know you got a little bit too much traction, because it's not. Now, if you're leaning back and it pops a wheelie, or you're kind of on the middle of the bike, that's a little more understandable. But when you're leaning forward and it pops a wheelie, they're not really supposed to do that, okay? So anyways, so I'm going to give this track a 8 overall, and I'm going to say the difficulty is hard. It's not really a hard track, but I'm going to say it's hard just because of the couple of really big rhythms it has that you can try to hit. So definitely a fun track, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. So I'll keep on making them, and appreciate you guys watching. Thanks.